Hi and welcome. Today's lesson is for very beginning students. If you've never had music before and you've never had a lesson before and you don't know anything about music, this lesson is for you. If it sounds like you're the kind of person who wants to get music right from the very beginning, then this is perfect for you, and we're going to go slow and make it so that it's very understandable. Okay, so if that sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. It's not hard to find a keyboard in this day and age, and the really great news is once you understand how the piano keyboard works, it's standard to all of these different instruments, so you have a whole world of keyboard instruments that you will be able to play. The keyboard is made up of white keys and black keys. Most beginning students ask me, what's the difference between the white keys and the black keys? Well, we're going to talk about that, and there really is no difference as far as importance goes. They just form different functions. On the standard piano keyboard, there's 88 keys, if you count both the black and the white keys. On other keyboards, they're shorter, but they're all set up the same. It gets a little bit easier than thinking you have to learn 88 keys, because in our music system and on the keyboard we actually only have 12 tones. This pattern of 12 tones is what we need to look at today. There are 7 white keys and there are 5 black keys, and together they make up that 12-tone pattern, and that 12-tone pattern just gets repeated over and over again on the keyboard. But it even gets easier than that, because we only give names to the white keys, and we use the first 7 letters of our alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and we call this the musical alphabet. So these are really the only 7 letters that you need to know to be able to play music. Now this pattern of these 7 keys, white keys, repeats itself over and over on the keyboard. And that's how we find our way around. We're going to talk more about that here in just a minute. But let's go back to the musical alphabet and these 7 letters that we use. You need to be able to think these 7 letters forwards and backwards at the same speed. Now this is a good lesson that I like to give my students on the very first lesson, because it will really help you speed up your thinking on the keyboard. If you take these 7 letters and just be able to say them both directions equally as fast, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. At first it's kind of hard, but it gets easier as you practice it. And that's something you can practice when you're not even around a keyboard. You can do it while you're driving your car, as long as you don't run somebody off the road. The reason you need to know these 7 letters forwards and backwards is because as we're playing up the keyboard, we go forward, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and as we're going down the keyboard, we're going backwards, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. The notes on the right-hand side of your keyboard are high notes, and the notes on your left-hand side of the keyboard are low notes. So when we play from the left to the right, or from the low to the high, we call that going up the keyboard. And when we play from the right to the left, or from our high notes down to our low notes, we call that going down the keyboard. Okay, let's review that. Our high notes are on the right, our low notes are on the left. Playing up the keyboard is going from our low notes up to our high notes, and playing down the keyboard is going from our high notes down to our low notes. Even though we're on a horizontal level plane on the piano, we talk about the going up or down as far as the pitch of the note, the highness or lowness of the note. So how do we determine what key is what on the piano? It's really pretty simple. we can do this by looking at the black keys. Now if you'll notice on the keyboard, the black keys are arranged in groups of 2 and 3. And they alternate 2, 3, 2, 3. This pattern of 2 and 3 black keys continues all across the keyboard. So this gives us a visual identity for our white keys. The easiest key to locate is D. D is right in the center of the 2 black key group. It is so easy. If you just point to the key that's in the middle of the 2 black keys, that is a D. Okay, now there are 7 Ds on the full-size piano keyboard, and the musical alphabet can be repeated 7.5 times across the 88 key keyboard. Now you'll notice too that D is right in the middle of the alphabet. On one side is A, B, C, and on the other side is E, F, G. So it's really a good key to find your way around. So it makes it really easy. If you ever forget the names of your keys and you're not sure what's what, just remember D is right in the middle of the 2 black keys, and you can find your other keys from there. Now we can send you a free printable keyboard guide to help you find your way around while you're learning these keys. Just go to our website, verybeginner.com, and we'll be happy to send you this guide. I can show you how that works. You simply cut out the guide, and then you line up the black spaces with the black keys, and this shows you the names of your white keys. You could even, if you wanted to, use more than one and get as many as you'd like. You can even go clear across the keyboard if you want to. We'd be happy to email you this guide that you can print out. Just go to our website. We'll learn more about the key names and an easy way to remember them in the next lesson. In lesson 2, we're going to learn about the famous middle C, how to play melodies. That's right, we're going to get you playing songs in the next lesson. Essential fingering technique. Now, this is important for a beginning student because I notice people that just learn to play on their own without any kind of professional guidance tend to just use the fingers that work the best, and so they only end up with 4, maybe 6 tools to play with. But you have 10 digits, and what we want to develop is 10 good tools for you to play the piano with, and that makes it a lot easier to play the piano. So we're going to start working on that in the next lesson. And we're going to learn to play the theme to Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. Yep, you're going to learn Beethoven right in the next lesson. So I hope you will join me for the next lesson. You can get it for free at verybeginner.com.